We thought that our marriage was like the normal marriages. You have good times, you also have bad times, and you go into big arguments, big misunderstanding. That crept up and then carry on for many years until we finally decided to go for ME.
That weekend was digging up 8 years of stuff that you have swept under the carpet. So there's a lot. It was a mountain. But I think that weekend also showed God's hand in our marriage.
So I invested in certain big stocks. I lost a substantial amount of money. I kept it to myself. So you become very bitter, you become very angry. It led to a point where she walked out. And I was very alone. I asked for help. I reached out to
Father Bruno.
Yeah, he suggested that we go for ME again.
At that time, I felt very broken. But really, by God's grace, we came back to do ME. A lot has to come from the understanding that we actually do love each other.
With God, it may not be a solution to that problem, but somehow the focus changes, helps us to learn to love ourselves, love each other, and love those around us.
The family really is a school of love. It's where you practice how to love.
When the love is there are many things that comes out with it. Compassion, sacrifices, dying of yourself. As parents, we try to inculcate that into them, that in time to come, they will be that person and they'll spread it to their own little family.
So many youths were struggling with believing in God because they were scandalized by what was going on
in their
homes.
If we were to build strong marriages, then that won't happen.
Nobody goes into a marriage thinking that they're gonna go into a separation or a divorce, right? You want something good, right? And that good takes a lot of work.
It's like sending your car for servicing. If you wait until something is wrong, then it's going to cost you a lot more. But you want to send your car for servicing regularly. Check the oil, check your tire pressure, check everything, because if one of these things is off, sometimes when we are in the car, we don't know. We don't know that maybe in our communication with each other gotten into a very bad point, but like a frog in a boiling pot, right? Little by little, it changes. You don't realize that it's starting to burn.
We have seen couples, they're on the brink of a separation, a divorce. They come. It's not much that we can do because the issues are so deep. It's very hard to work on it because it's too late.
The marriage can take a different turn if they invest in attending courses, formation, spiritual as well as communication, specifically make time for each other to grow in their relationship.
We have been married for 10 years.
Yes.
We are journeying with the Couple Empowerment Program.
It really forced us to sit down, put aside everything else, and really just spend that time together and share our hopes and dreams for our marriage and our family. And as well as to relieve that romance, that courtship days when it was just the two of us.
When we started dating, we decided to go to marriage preparation course to really discern that we want to get married to each other.
We were quite actually excited to go on the course and to really listen to other couples. It sets reality for them and it gives them the opportunity to open up with each other on all these sensitive topics, contraception and abortion. How do you conflict manage?
We actually decided to join this couple mentorship journey before we got engaged because we actually wanted to discern whether marriage is even for us. It's chapter 3, family of origin. You actually unpack how come they're like that by understanding what they went through and what they were brought up like, what the family was like, and how come we are made this way. It's very customized compared to a program that is for a group of people.
It's a phrase kind of coming to me. It's meet us where we are.
There's no perfect marriage.
But you just say yes to our Lord.
Ready to love.
Yeah. He calls you, you say yes. He will equip you.
Where we entered into marriage and then we had young children, we actually didn't realize that we needed support back in 2016. when I was diagnosed with breast cancer while carrying Zephaniah. One text. Everyone rallies around us. Everyone came together to pray with us. It was all felt. And it sustained us through that whole journey.
I think I can speak for both of us, is to make love a decision. After the retreats and the weekends, we decided to hold hands at night before we sleep, to pray, petitions, thanksgiving, whatever we've gone through the day. And when the kids were young, we did family prayer. Even our adult daughter, recently when we were with her, she knocked on our door and said, "Can I come and pray with you?" So somewhere along the line, hopefully it has passed down to our children too.
It's really through the miracle of God being in our lives that there is a process of forgiveness, reconciliation.
It helped us to decide that we have something to share, and that's why we agreed to join MPC.
All the presenting couples were the testimony that their trials becomes a victory story for how couples can make marriage work, even if there are troubles along the way.
One of the moments that was quite impactful for us was the birth of Julia.
It was very affirming. It was just like tears, like overwhelming. And then we were so tired. But then when we just lay down and held each other's hands, it was quite amazing to know whatever God has called us to do. We cannot see that picture yet, but this is definitely correct. We're on the correct path.